Right, what's up everybody? I'm sorry I've not made a video in the past couple of weeks. The plan is to make one for every Sunday from now on. We'll see if I actually stick to that, but the reason why I've not made a video is because I've been playing Apex Legends Season 3. Fabulous game, but I'd also like to thank you for a full 17 subscribers. I mean, that's partially the reason why I've not uploaded, is just I just can't handle the fame. I think I need to go see a therapist or something. Look at that 96 views. I'm famous as fuck. Alright, but anyway, today's video we are going to randomise some numbers on some post-it notes. We're going to stick them on every enclosure and we're going to get a random number generator on my phone and we're probably going to feed like 5 of my animals. So yeah, we shall see. Right, so we've got 11 enclosures, so we've got 11 post-it notes. Right, so I've awfully handwritten all of these. Let's slap them on some enclosures. Right, so these are all of the foods we're going to be using today. And what we're going to do is we're going to generate a number. Focus. Okay, we've got 11, so we've got to find enclosure number 11, which is the African fat-tailed geckos. I don't think they'll eat, but we'll give it a shot. So I just tried to feed my African fat tails and they didn't want to eat. They're quite shy, so I usually just like let the food run around in there and they eventually eat it. Well, obviously because I've had them about a year and they're still alive. So yeah, they are pretty cool, but once again they do like to hide a lot. So we'll put you back and let's put this one back as well. So sorry about that one, but we'll leave that one for a miss. I thought this would just be a fun way of introducing all of the animals I have. Right, next number, let's see what we got. We got 5. Ah, my frog. This should be pretty cool. Right, so just before we hop into this video, this is my frog. And I uploaded it on Facebook a while back, and look at that. 1.7k likes. I was so happy. That's just my frog being famous as usual. Right, so if you would like to know what this frog is, it is a Vietnamese mossy frog. And its scientific name is like Theloderma cortical, if that's how you pronounce it. So let's feed her. She is asleep, but I'm pretty sure she will eat. Right, let's try this again. Let's do it through the top, I reckon. Yeah, she grabbed it. The camera might have been a little bit off, but you saw it. Honestly, this is probably one of my favourite animals. I remember as soon as I saw these, I was like, this frog is absolutely amazing. And it is. It's just like one of them animals you shouldn't really hold, but you can hold it if you want. But just make it a rare occasion. I don't hold her for fun. I hold her if I need to hold her, but if you hold yours for fun like every so often, that's okay. But with most amphibians, you shouldn't really hold them. Well, I think we'll just give her a little spray as well, to keep her all moist. Oh yeah, in this enclosure I'll be redoing this in a few weeks. I have a lot of the stuff for it, but not everything for it, because I've got to say it looks kind of horrible, but I have all the proper stuff, hopefully, to do it nice, and it should stay nice. Right, next on the random number generator, 9. Right, so for number 9 we've got my mountain horned lizards, and their scientific name is Acanthophora capra. It's not even going to focus. Yeah, Acanthophora capra, something. Right, so we have the camera stand for this one just to make it a bit easier. We're going to feed these guys 1 hopper each. And these are pretty cool. They're like an animal I didn't really like as soon as I got them. Obviously I looked after them, but I didn't find them as interesting as my other animals. Over time though, I've grown to kind of like them for what they are, and I do find them pretty cool, and as this guy wants another one, he can have another one. In here we've got a male and a female. That one I just fed is the male. And the female is hiding, but we will feed her too, as she will eat. If this one doesn't want to steal the food, she's probably behind this wall. I don't know where she is. Oh, she's right here. Do you want to move out of the way? Right, so if I bring the food here, just watch where the hopper is. I'll move the camera, I'll just knock the camera stand. There we go. So you got a cool little shot there. As it's on the camera stand, it is harder to like view it, but there's a nice little shot of them there. And they are pretty cool. I've basically, a lot of the stuff I've read is that they're very easily handleable. Mine aren't, they tend to hiss. and stuff like that. I mean, I can hold them, they won't actually show aggression, they'll just show that they're a threat. I guess that's the same thing, but they won't hurt you. So they are pretty cool, and let's get on to the next animal right after I've sprayed them. Right, so there we go, we'll give them a little spray. I think they quite like that. Give the whole enclosure a spray. Yep, alright, that's all done. Right, so that there was the third animal, so we're probably going to do 5, and we got 7. So which one's 7, 7, 7, 7? Madagascan giant day geckos, they'll 100% eat. Right, so we got one gecko just down there, munching on some food. I believe that's the male. I've got a male and a female in here. It's very hard to see them because the other one's down there, but they are usually out in the open. So this is quite a shame, really. I feel like we're not getting feeding clips from anything today. So let's try and get another view of this one. Nope. Right, this one's now got food, so that's great. Honestly, these are brilliant animals. These are like one of the reptiles that you cannot hold. There's no question in it. They are just fast animals. They're not aggressive or scary. They are just fast, and that's just how they are. I've got one out of the two which is a bit shyer than the other, and now I've got one who's always very intrigued into everything you have to do. I'm just going to try and make them come out in the open. Right, so this one here has just come out in the open. This one is my male. Their head is a little bit larger, as you can see around its neck area. Kind of looks like it's got a bit more fat on it. That's how I tell, and that's the easiest way. So they're quite easy to distinguish, but mine are nowhere near adults. This one's slightly larger, maybe a little bit older, but he's got a lot of growing to do, and here comes the other one. We're getting some nice shots here, to be honest. Yeah, so like I said, this one here is a lot more intrigued in everything. So if I'm about to feed another animal, he kind of knows the food is on its way, and she's very friendly. I can put my hand near her, she won't run. Okay, as I move my hand away, but that's normal. And the male is a lot more scared. Right, let's just spray this enclosure again. Yeah, these geckos do like things pretty wet, so you need to spray them about 3 times a day, heavy spray. 1 in the morning, 1 during the day, and 1 at night, and that should be enough. All in all, they're fairly easy to look after. They just need the right heating and lighting requirements. And obviously, just don't stress them out too much, as they are very prone to stress and vulnerable to that sort of stuff. That's why you shouldn't hold them as well. Their skin is also very sensitive, so if you were to hold it, it could ruin its skin. But yeah, fantastic animals, absolutely love them. Right, so what are we doing next? We have number 6. Right, so here for number 6 we've got my Grammostola Polecrab, but we'll try and feed her. She is a fully grown female, so she doesn't eat too often. I've not fed her in about 4 weeks, but we've got a fairly average sized grasshopper here, and we're going to try and feed her that. And it fell. So let's give this another go. Like I said, I've not fed her in a while, so it's just in front of her. I feel like she'd have grabbed it if she wanted it. I'm not going to stress her out too much, but we'll drop it there again. And what you see there, it's not a threat posture, but it kind of means she doesn't really want the food. Oh, hang on. Maybe she wants it. She definitely knows it's there, so we don't need to worry about that. I'm probably going to try, let's see what it does. I mean, at least you guys can see her. She's pretty cool. I'd say she's about 7-8 inches. She might be going for it, you know. If the hopper walks up the wall a little bit, she might have it. So I've got the hopper, and basically just going to drop it in her, I think. Yeah, so she didn't really want that. She just walked away from it, so we're going to get that hopper out of its enclosure, and that hopper shall be fed to something else. Yeah, she is very amazing, to be honest. I need to redo her enclosure because that's her hide, but I don't really like it. It's not hidden enough for her. So maybe in a future video we'll rehome this girl, obviously in the same enclosure, but I'll just arrange it some other way, as she's got plenty of room in here. Right, let's get on to the next animal. Right, screw the random number generator on this one, we're feeding you. This is my Chinese water dragon, people. She is lovely. My favourite animal by far, so friendly, and I've even trained her to do some cool tricks with food. So, as you can see, very friendly, does not mind being held one bit. She's very excited, and I kind of like that, to be honest. She can be a handful if she wants to be held. She needs a larger enclosure in the future. She's got a bit of growing to do, and she's almost an adult. She's about 1.5 years old. So, the enclosure I've got planned will have a waterfall in it. It's going to be about twice the size of this. A nice water area. And yeah, but these animals are fantastic. But they are hard work, but I think she's worth it all the time, and very, very friendly. She'll just sit on you just like that for as long as you want, really. So let's put her back and let's get into some feeding. Do you want to go back? Right, so what we got here is one large locust, and she should eat it. Do you want to eat it? Right, so while she's eating that, we'll just give her a spray. And I think she loves the feeling of spraying water on her. She just holds her head up high. I don't know if she likes it or maybe she hates it, but yeah, I have to do it anyway. But she's very cool, and we'll feed her again in a second. I'm just going to feed her on here so she can get a bit of exercise and a bit of different scenery. I do hold her pretty much every day. So yeah, they're sort of like the animals you should hold. Although on the internet I've read a lot of things about them being quite aggressive. But I do not see that in her. She is the friendliest thing ever. I'd let anyone hold her. And yeah, so I don't know who thinks these guys are known for being aggressive, but they're not. They're just very cool. Just look at that face. It's like the, oh, food sort of face. But she is a female, as I've said she so many times, and her name is Zest. And she absolutely loves me. Scampy, what would a video be without you in it? Come here. Come here. What would a video be without you in it, eh? Hey, are you excited? Are you excited? That's a camera. He's never really seen this before, so I think he's just a bit intrigued. Oh man, I love this dog. If you're wondering how he is with my animals, he's intrigued, but he's a little bit too intrigued, so I don't really let him associate with them. If he sees them in their vivariums, he usually runs up to them and starts barking. Scary. Yeah, I love this dog so much. He's 11 years old and going very, very strong, aren't you? You are doing great. Right, so that's going to be the end of this video. You've seen me feed, or try and feed 5 of my animals. And you get him as a little extra, a little added bonus. So please subscribe. Do you want anything to say, Scampy? And before I forget, Missy, you need to go back. Go back. Right, so I've just finished recording. I was just about to start editing, and someone wants to go on a walk, and I do kind of need to take him on a walk because I haven't walked him all day, and he knows I'm the one that always walks him. So Scampy will go for a walk, and I'll have to do my editing some other time. Right, let's go get your lead. Right, he's at the point now where he knows he's going on a walk. He just knows it. Let's grab this lead. How excited is he going to get? Scampy, come here. Right, let's quickly put his lead on and let's take him on his walk. Right, stand still. I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed. Right, we're getting the lead. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Scampy's going to enjoy his walk, I promise.